Fun fact, on the last Tuesday of January, the town of Lerwick in the Shetland Islands is invaded by a ravenous horde of torch-wielding Vikings. However, unlike in the year 800, the Vikings aren't feared, they're welcomed for the Helly Fire Festival. Happening from January to March across villages on the island to celebrate the end of the Yuletide season, this event is the result of months of preparation. Helly, meaning Up Holy Day All in Shetland Scot, is rooted in Norse tradition, reflecting the island's Viking heritage resulting from the Norseman raids that occurred in medieval Europe, particularly in the British Isles. The opening day begins with a series of daytime marches where participants wear elaborate Viking costumes, complete with helmets, shields, and axes. It's quite a sight to see. But Helly isn't just about fire and spectacle. It's a community-driven celebration that draws on local pride. A select few of these would-be Vikings form squads or geysers who lead the day's activities. First among them is the Jarl, or Viking Chief, a coveted position that requires years of commitment to the festival to even be considered. As night falls, the festival's main event sees hundreds of torch-bearing men parading through the streets in a dramatic display, leading the way to a large wooden longship, which is ceremoniously set on fire. In the months leading up to the event, volunteers build the longship, sew the costumes, and plan every aspect of the festival. After the ship is burned, the festivities continue late into the night, with music, dancing, and storytelling in celebration of heritage, hard work, and togetherness. Helly is just one of the many fascinating festivals and celebrations that showcase the uniqueness of different cultures around the world. The ways we come together to celebrate vary wildly, but one thing remains constant. These holidays bring people together, strengthen bonds, and create shared memories. Whether through firewalking, tossing oranges, or feeding monkeys, these holidays bring people together in meaningful ways. Let's explore more of the world's most unique holidays and celebrations. Throughout the globe, members of the Tamil Hindu community will put their souls, that's S-O-L-E-S, on the line for the Thimithi Firewalking Festival. Thimithi is a deeply spiritual event, held in honor of the goddess Draupadi, heroine of the Indian epic, the Mahabharata. Fun fact, Draupadi is intimately connected to fire. In the Mahabharata, she is born from fire as part of a ritual performed by her father in order to get an heir. Later, she gets married to 5 husbands, known as the 5 Pandava brothers, and decides to spend 1 year with each husband. At the end of each year, she would walk through fire to punctuate her time with the previous husband. Draupadi's firewalking symbolizes loyalty, sacrifice, and purity, and in her honor, devotees walk barefoot across a bed of burning coals every year. According to some, the key to successful firewalking is actually in the physics. The coals are hot on the surface, but their low thermal conductivity means that quick, confident steps allows participants to walk across them without burning their feet. Science and faith working hand in hand. The version of the festival held in Singapore is particularly renowned for its scale and community participation. The lead up to the firewalking involves weeks of ritual preparation, including fasting, prayer, and abstinence. The event begins with a large procession from the Sri Mariamman Temple, Singapore's oldest Hindu temple. Devotees, dressed in all white to symbolize purity, follow a solemn march, singing hymns and chanting prayers. As the firewalking begins, participants approach the bed of coals with steady resolve, stepping into the glowing embers in an act of faith and spiritual devotion. Those who complete the walk without injury are considered to have Draupadi's blessing. In Japan, February 3rd marks Setsubun, a celebration that ushers in the beginning of spring according to the lunar calendar. The roots of Setsubun date back over 1,000 years to ancient purification ceremonies where villagers would perform rituals to rid their communities of harmful spirits before the new agricultural season. Fun fact, in some regions, Setsubun participants eat a number of roasted soybeans equivalent to their age, but there's a little twist. Each year you add 1 extra bean to your total to ensure good health and happiness. The most well-known ritual to accompany this holiday is the mamemake ceremony, where roasted soybeans called fukumame, fortune beans, are thrown at someone dressed as a demon, or oni, shouting, "Oni wa soto, fuku wa uchi," demons out, luck in. Oni are well known for their hatred of beans and will run away from them. The beans are thrown to symbolically drive away evil spirits and bring prosperity for the coming year. Families usually choose one member to wear the Oni mask. While mamemaki is the highlight, Setsubun also features other traditions aimed at promoting good fortune. Many families decorate their homes with holly leaves and sardine heads, which are believed to repel evil spirits. In the Kansai region, people eat ehomaki, a special sushi roll in complete silence while facing a lucky direction determined by the year's zodiac animal. Setsubun remains a beloved annual event that brings families and communities together, blending fun, tradition, and a shared hope for good fortune. During the carnival season, the quiet town of Ivrea in northern Italy transforms into a battlefield whose participants throw fruit at each other in what's known as the Battaglia del Arance, or the Battle of the Oranges. Fun fact, the origin of the Battle of the Oranges stems from a 12th century legend which has the townspeople of Ivrea rebel against a tyrannical lord trying to exercise his right to take a local bride on her wedding night. According to the legend, the bride, named Violetta, resisted the tyrant's advances and cut off his head in the process. This sparked a popular uprising among the townspeople, who burned down the palace so no other lord could oppress them again. Today, this defiance is celebrated in the form of an epic, messy, chaotic orange fight. During the festival, around 500,000 kilograms of oranges are thrown by the participants, making it one of the largest food fights in the world. Participants are divided into two main groups: the Aranceri, or orange throwers on foot, representing the commoners, and those in carts, representing the Lord's army. And teams throw oranges at each other for 3 days. And each year, one girl is chosen to play the part of Violetta, the defiant bride who kicked off the whole thing. During the celebration, the streets of Ivrea become a sea of orange pulp, and while the battle can get intense, there are rules in place to ensure that no one gets seriously hurt. But many people still choose to wear safety equipment. The event draws thousands of tourists each year, and the locals take great pride in their roles, many of which are passed down through generations. To the locals, the Battle of the Oranges celebrates freedom from tyranny and the community banding together to protect their own. Thailand's Monkey Buffet Day may sound like something out of a children's book, but this real-life festival is a unique expression of gratitude towards the population of macaque monkeys that live near the city of Lopburi. Every year in late November, a huge banquet of fruit, vegetables, and other treats is laid out in the ruins of the temple for the monkeys to freely feast on throughout the day. Fun fact, Lopburi's monkeys aren't just freeloaders. Locals believe they bring good luck and prosperity to the city. During the rest of the year, they roam the streets freely, often seen shopping for food in the local markets. Pra Prang Samyot Temple is said to have been home to the monkeys' ancestors, and as a result, the monkeys now have free reign of the place. The macaque are considered disciples of the spirit Jiao Pa Pra Kan, the king of hell and the protector of Lopburi. Many believe that feeding the monkeys pleases the guardian spirit and brings continued prosperity to the city. The festival includes elaborate displays of colorful fruit stacked in intricate patterns, as well as sweet treats like sticky rice and coconut. Monkey Buffet Day is a major tourist attraction that draws visitors from around the world. In that way, Jiao Pa Pra Kan delivers on his promise. So long as the monkeys are fed, prosperity continues to flow into Lopburi. In Oaxaca, Mexico, December 23rd is no ordinary day. It's Noche De Rabanos, Night of the Radishes, a festival where farmers and artisans compete to create the most intricate and imaginative sculptures from oversized radishes. The event originated in the 1890s when local merchants started carving radishes to attract customers to the Christmas market. What began as a clever marketing tactic has evolved into one of Oaxaca's most cherished Christmas-time traditions. Fun fact, the radishes used in this festival are specifically grown for months to be as large as possible, sometimes reaching over half a meter in length. The radishes are carved into elaborate displays depicting everything from the nativity scene to folkloric figures and fantastical creatures. The carvings are then judged in a competition, with winners earning prizes and local bragging rights. Due to the radish's short shelf life, the sculptures must be created on the day of the event, adding a sense of excitement and urgency to the whole celebration. While the festival itself only lasts for a few hours, it draws thousands of spectators, both locals and tourists, who come to marvel at the creativity and skill on display. Noche De Rabanos is a celebration of local craftsmanship, ingenuity, and agriculture blended in a way that is uniquely Oaxacan. From firewalking festivals that illuminate the night to anti-demon bean-throwing festivals, the holidays highlighted here represent a diverse tapestry of global culture. Each festival, with its own unique customs and rituals, serves as a reminder of the importance of community, tradition, and the simple joy of coming together. Whether honoring ancient legends or indulging in light-hearted fun, the way we celebrate says as much about us as the language we speak or the city we live in.